Felicitations, malefactors! I'm back on this server. This is something that I've been involved in since September of 2021. It's currently February the 6th of 2022. So I know a lot of you have come to my channel from, my world border antics and the like. And so this might seem like a bit of a huge, like, shift of gears. But this is something that I want to do on my channel going forward, simply because I really enjoy it. There's something quite satisfying about playing old versions of Minecraft. So this is a closed like server with my friend group, and that I was just invited to it by Arcrid, who is somewhere around here. I saw him like milling around. He's over in his house. I don't think that these two houses were built the last time I recorded anything on this server, so the neighborhood's already going to shit here. Yeah, so I haven't been here in a number of months. Like, I haven't really played for like 4 months or so while I was doing the remainder of my walking. But while I was gone, Dragabound decided to fill my entire attic with Rick Astley lines and then relabel all the chests. So this has been sitting here for like 4 months, and I just haven't bothered to get rid of it. Let me throw in this in here. All right, so I do have a lot of large and grand designs with this server, but that's something that won't be possible until like many years down the line. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing small projects, infrastructure-wise around the server. Like today, I will be building a giant canal for no other reason than it'll look cool on a map. So there are a few changes from the last patch I was on. I was on Alpha 1.2.6 last time, and now we're in Beta 1.1_02. We skipped over Beta 1.0 because we couldn't get it to run properly, I think. But the only difference between Alpha 1.2.6 and this patch is really just a bunch of bug fixes. Armor actually takes durability damage now, which is mildly annoying because now I have to actually like not jump off of stuff to like break my armor. And tools can't have their durability reset by tossing them on the ground, which is actually really convenient, and I enjoyed that. And then there's also a server-side inventory now, which means that there's no longer like weird duplication bugs from logging out. The downside is that there is now a fantastic bug where if you look at the distance, you can see a chunk copied over and over again. So this is when you start getting really bad chunk errors, and it's really, really annoying, but eventually it gets fixed. Like, part of the bridge will probably be missing or something like that. And then I believe leaf decay was finally fixed, so I can chop trees without hating my own existence. So unfortunately, I'm not quite at the build site I need to be at. So I will join you at the build site. All right, so I'm over at the Canal dig site now. And as you can see, there's a giant sand pillar with one of my alt accounts up there. I'm gonna have him recording a time lapse of this just so I can get like a good idea of it. So as you can see on the overview map, the reason this canal is being dug here is because there's a large natural waterway off to the west. However, it isn't connected to any of the rest of the waterways that run through like the east and of course through the central portion of the spawn. So it makes sense from like if you're imagining like a shipping perspective, you'd want canals to access these waterways. As for what's beyond the western waterway's boundary, I have no idea. Those chunks haven't been generated yet. So ideally, we're going to have a western canal and an eastern canal. So the western canal is what I'll be building today. Simply put, I just need to like cut out this like isthmus of land right here, and then build stuff along the side of it. And then of course I'm gonna have the eastern one be a bit longer because it's gonna cut through like that large flat section of sand right here. And then after that, well, those canals will be done. And I did think of a solution to run footpaths underneath it, just making a tunnel that goes underneath it. Something really simple. All right, so now we're just gonna have Figistry here record a time lapse of this stuff, and enjoy. All right, well, that was an intense process. This took me about like 5 days to make. Um, Honestly, a lot of it was just spent flooding the canal. That took me alone for like 5 hours because of the way like old Minecraft's water physics work. So it was just super, super difficult. But now the main result is I can now travel through the waterway and I can go out through the western side of spawn because there's an entire other huge like section of water and this land bridge is blocking it. So that's the entire point of this canal is that I can now freely boat through here. And hypothetically, it's large enough for the largest boat that we have to travel through as well. I'm very happy with the way the towers turned out, especially the roofing design. So the next canal, because I am building a second one, is going on the eastern side of spawn. It's actually much longer, and unfortunately, it's probably going to take me about like another 2 weeks. I assume the flooding alone is going to take me about like 20 man hours or something like that. Yeah, so I'm not necessarily looking forward to that, but it'll look cool when it's done. But because of the length of that, I'm probably going to make that video mostly a time lapse. I did do all of the digging for this on stream over on my Twitch.tv page, which I will stream this server every Sunday from now until the end of time. Yeah, so that's everything that I've done here, and this is quite a fun process, and I'm very happy with the way this thing turned out. Now we can freely travel through Spawn's waterways. Well, I have been Fig, and as always, thanks for boating.